Well, I really done it this time.
You sure have, and you've got a lot of work ahead of you. So today's the day to start.
Oh. Well, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Tractors and Such. So, like I said in the introduction, I've really done myself this time now. So, as I recall in the last video of the Corvair, we're getting ready to drive it. And that's when I've learned that my fuel gauge is not accurate, and it currently shows a half a tank on the fuel gauge, and it's empty, bone dry, or it was. We put some gas in it, and because of that mistake, it's pumped up junk inside these carburetors. So I'm going to have to rebuild them. Got the chokes disconnected, and I got the main throttle shaft disconnected. I'm just going to pull this whole thing off as a unit just to make it easier. Okay, I got the carburetors off. I laid the nuts and wing nuts and everything here. And here are the carburetors. I just pulled them out as one big unit. They weren't hard to pull out. So I'm going to take them to the bench and we're going to start taking them apart. Okay, I've got the carburetors in the building here. We're going to start taking them apart. This one I'm working on, I'm taking the driver's side off first because that's really the one that was been giving me problems. Now I do not know if they are got a size difference in them or anything, so I'm just going to keep them in line because is this the first Corvair carburetor that I've ever worked on. Still the same. See, so I got 4 more. Let me get them out. Okay, so I now need to remember this hole and this hole right here have the long ones. I gotta take this choke part, the one that runs the high idles, off. Let's put that back in. Now, let's see, we got that there. So I'll keep them like that because the part that's bent up or has got that major curve goes up top to this part. First, get this vacuum line off for your choke. I gotta take the accelerator pump rod off. Now we should be able to take the bowl off. Managed to break the bowl gasket loose. Ooh, I don't like that. All right. Bowl gasket's junk. Well, I've got the gasket scraped off here. That took about 30 minutes of work to do. And I'm going to take the accelerator pump spring out. And I guess I'm going to take these two screws out here. These are for your jet or something. I don't know. But it looks like it's something that'll get clogged. So I'm going to take it apart. Oh, that's your emulsion tube area. Make sure it ain't cracked. Looks alright. It's a little gummed up, but there's also where's my screwdriver? Well, I lost my, oh, it's in my hand. If I can get that part out. That's also part of that. So I'm just going to keep that with this. Oh, and I got a jet in here. Don't worry, I didn't break it. It came loose. Okay, this little tiny needle goes in right here in this big hole. You have this other needle, which goes right here. Okay, so now I need to set my, or see where this is at on my speed, or this mixture screw right here. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1, 1 1/4, 1/2, 1 3/4, 2, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, 3, 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 3/4, 4, or just getting ready to be 4. I'm just going to set these back out at 2 turns when I put these carburetors together. I saw this and I don't want to get this soaking in the chem dip. So I'm just going to take this off. Okay, so now the bottom of this is ready to be soaked. Now I got to take this carburetor, this part of the carburetor apart. There's the float. I don't see any pinholes. And then I need to get this accelerator pump off. And I hate these little clips cause, well, that just came right out. That was good. Cause they generally go flying across the room and then you'll never find it. Okay, I got the carburetor and the chem dip. I'm going to let that set for a while, probably overnight. And here is the carburetor kit numbers. I know it's upside down. It's a standard 260E. And if you're going to do this for a Corvair, you need 2 of them. So you have to buy 2 individual of these. Okay, it's the next day. We're going to put the carburetor together. So, got a carb kit. Got 2 gaskets, so pick one that looks the most right. So we need that, and I think it's this one. Yeah, because it's got that second hole. So we need this gasket. And I want to flip this up. First thing we want to sit down here. Make sure the new one looks the same. It does. So I'll put it in here. Got a new accelerator pump. Make sure it matches the old one. And it does. Let me put the clip in. Put the new needle in. I got the float. Okay, we've got the top part together, so now we need to work on this part. Accelerator pump spring. I don't have one in here, so I'm going to put this one in. That's why you keep your old parts till you're completely done. Now, as I'm aware, I think we are ready to put this top part on. Okay, I've got this carburetor back together, and I set this at 2 turns out. I'm going to do it to the other one also. I'm going to put this one aside, and I'm going to start on that and over there. Okay, so I've now got the carburetors on, and I got a new fuel pump and a new fuel filter. I hope that new fuel pump works. And I've filled up the bows in the carburetors. Now I'm going to start it and let it run and see if it pumps. Okay, so I had to put the old fuel pump back in, and we figured something out, because when I put the old one back in, it did not want to pump neither. But we've learned something. I'm going to put the new one in and see if it does better. And the new one was defective. The check valves are out of it, but we put it back in. The check valves, we took it apart. And I took this old one apart also, and it had some stuff in the check valves. So it works. We even put a fuel filter on it, and it's clean. And when it runs, it pumps fuel in it. You can see it sucking the fuel up. And this is how we put the new pump on it, or put, not the new one, but put the old one on it. Because when it was loose, I didn't realize it was loose, it would pump fuel. And if it wasn't loose, it would not pump. So this is what we've done. Start up the car, it was pumping. And as you can see, well, you can't really tell, but there's like a locking nut on it, but it's like a backing nut that holds the bolt in from turning back. So I just tightened it up while it was running, and you got to be cautious because you don't want to stick your fingers in the belt or your wrench. And it's tightening it up where it wasn't bouncing up and down, and it was still pumping fuel. So I'm going to do that to the new one, and the new one sounds like it'll pump now after we fixed it. I think we did. And I'm going to put the new pump in, and then we're going to try it. Well, the new fuel pump is junk, and my muffler fell off. I'm going to put that on real quick. Well, both of the mufflers were loose. Okay, so I'm now driving the car. I got a delivery to make. So, see how it goes. Well, it's a new day. We're going to see how good it'll cold start. I'd say that started up pretty good. Well, I think this Corvair runs pretty good now. So, I don't know what else needs to be done to this in this video. So, I'm going to end the video here. So, thank you all for watching this video of tractors and such. Please consider to like and subscribe. We'll now go with Paul with a devotion.
Today's devotion is Genesis chapter 20, beginning at verse 1. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned into Gerar. And Abraham said, Sarah his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, the king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night, and said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife. And Abimelech had not came near her, and he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation? Said he not unto me, she is my sister. And she herself said, he is my brother. And the integrity of my heart and my innocence of my hands have I done this. And God said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffer I thee not to touch her. Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine. Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning, and called all of his servants, and told all these things in their ears, and the men were also afraid. And Abimelech called Abraham, and said unto him, What hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What sawest thou that thou hast done this thing? And Abraham said, Because I thought, surely the fear of the God is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake. And yet indeed she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. and she became my wife. And it came to pass, when God caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said unto her, This is thy kindness which thou shalt show unto me. At every place whither we shall come, say of me, He is my brother. And Abimelech took sheep and oxen and men servants and woman servants, and gave them unto Abraham, and restored him Sarah his wife. And Abimelech said, Behold, my land is before thee, dwell where it is pleaseth thee. And unto Sarah he said, Behold, I have given my brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of the eyes unto all that are with thee, and all others she was reproved. So Abraham prayed unto the God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservants, and they bare children, for the Lord had fast closed up all the wounds of the house of Abimelech, because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. Thank you for watching Kate's video today. See you on the next post.